Probably the biggest news outside of the big topics this week was the announcement that we have a new soccer coach. Was it like less than a week too, Austin,
Yeah.
between the retirement and this announcement? So something tells me things were being discussed and planned and there was a process that was already in place behind all of this. Is that too far of an assumption for me to make?
No. Well, look, you don't want to be caught blindsided if you're John Cohen. And so I think he had some thoughts in place and some contingencies already going.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he and Coach Hoppe were in communication before the rest of us were aware. But, and it doesn't hurt that it's a gentleman from Mississippi State where John Cohen has plenty of connections still. So yeah, really quick process, really quick turnaround, but for it to be quick, it sure looks like a good one.
Yes, James Armstrong, former now, but was the current Mississippi State head coach, who previously was our assistant coach and was even elevated up to that title we've discussed a lot in a lot of sports, the associate head coach title, which is like the last title you can get before it's time for you to move on to become a head coach, which he did. So there's familiarity there. It's, from the coaching tree of Coach Karen Hoppe. In a time where we are losing that seniority leadership of Coach Karen Hoppe and what she's provided for this program and stability and success over so many years, this makes a lot of sense on that front. But it also makes sense, because you talked about it. Our AD came from Mississippi State. He hired him over there, bring him back on over here. And frankly, I was shocked with the quickness of it, but I was not shocked with this hire because it makes so much sense for Auburn. And I think we're setting ourselves up to not even miss a beat. I'm going to step out there and say we do not even miss a beat next year. Is that too big a bold prediction?
I don't think so. I think I've talked with a few people who are more connected with the Auburn soccer program than I am, and they seem to think this could be a hire that takes Auburn, certainly on continuing on the course they're on, but maybe even elevate it with some fresh ideas. Certainly, like you said, has had a lot of success at Mississippi State. I want to say is their winningest coach, and now we'll return to the Plains. So saw he already got a commit too. I think
Yes. Grace Ivy, I believe it is. I do not know her position, but that was just another
transfer from A&M. So SEC experience. So he's working already. He was at a celebrity letter today, I believe, at the Auburn basketball game. So they're here. They're glad to be back on the Plains, and we're happy to have them.
Listen, the Auburn family always comes back together, and it's always great when it does. So happy to have Coach Armstrong here, and we're excited to talk about him in upcoming episodes.
Yes.